It's time for Two Guys and a Goalie with Dustin Nielson, Matt Cassian, and the goalie, Joaquin Gage.
All right, it's 12:05. Welcome to Two Guys and a Goalie, brought to you by GS Construction. GS Construction is hiring now. They're looking for experienced pipe layers, operators, top men, and superintendents. Visit gsconstruction.ca for more details on all of that. For 50 years, GS has been proud to serve our community and work alongside incredible people. Speaking of incredible people, here we are. Nielson, Cass, Gager. On Tommy Gazzola's birthday, I'm having there's a huge spread in the boardroom from the Italian Center. Like, way too much food. Zach is going to be eating for days.
Yeah, Dusty.
What? What is this?
Well, I hate to do this.
Oh no!
What?
Because it's his birthday and everything. No. But we have a controversy already.
Why?
Oh geez.
And I don't want to do it. I really don't. But you know, when there's the office fridge, when people bring things into the office fridge. They kind of, you know, if they, that looks interesting. Hey, can I have some of that or borrow some of that? Things of that nature. Dusty, what have I been known for? One of the things off air around here. What have I been?
You're a
doing?
foodie. You're a foodie. And you make sandwiches.
I make my sandwiches. I go to the Italian Center.
Yes, you do.
I pick out the
you
delicious
do.
Meats.
Only the best meats.
Only the best. And Mrs. Gazzola, what did she do? She went out and got this huge spread. Right?
Huge spread.
And so more than enough for everyone else.
For a week.
But we've had this discussion of what Tommy does. What's ours is his, and his to distribute however he seems fit.
Okay.
So I come in ready to, and I go into the fridge. I have that little section.
We got a controversy of the year brewing here.
And I noticed that my delicious meats are gone, and I'm puzzled at first. I'm not sure, and I go into the boardroom, and it's fine. It's Tommy's birthday.
Yes, of course.
But my delicious meats are spread out as well as the meats that were delivered by Tommy's mom. And I was taken aback that although there was more than enough, Tommy had to go get mine for everyone else as well. And now it's his birthday, it's fine, but it was just a little bit unjarring since I made the effort, you know, to go get him a card, a nice little.
Did you get him a card?
A little gift, a little bag saying "Be a star."
That's nice.
And so it doesn't bother me.
Well, it clearly bothers you.
But it does bother me.
I was going to say, what do you mean it doesn't bother you? We've been talking about this for 6 minutes.
And I said, hey, here's my stuff. And then and Tommy goes, yeah, I thought it would be weird that my mom just bought 3 separate ones like this. But he still took them out.
Did he take them out?
I believe he did.
So Tommy touched your meat without permission.
I just put it in for controversy of the year. Tommy uses Gager's meat on his 40th birthday.
Yeah. Hands all over it. Hands are all over it.
Cass, if you had a spot in the fridge and, you know, I was helping myself to your delicious meats, how would... I mean, I'm sure you would say it's okay, but it's just...
Well, but it's the type of okay where it's like your heart is dropping okay.
Yeah.
Like this is like, because you're the same type of person. So I equate this to like my middle kid. So my middle child is like a child that's totally unafraid of planting her feet. But she's like the most generous little kid in the world. Like if you ask for her favorite toy, like she will, and you ask for it nicely and she knows you would really like it, like she will give it to you.
What a sweetheart.
Just an absolute sweetheart. And it kind of strikes me as this is that situation, like where if Tommy would have asked you, if he would have sought permission, you maybe would have been a little bit sad because you're like, well, my meats are going to get eaten by everybody. But you would have understood. You would have been like, oh, it's Tommy's birthday. I totally understand. I want this to be a great birthday. He's important to me. And you would have given them up with tears in your eyes. You would have handed over the meats. But this way, the way that Tommy operated here today is entitled. It's and cruel. You can't touch another man's meat without permission.
Tommy's saying in the chat, guilty on all charges. Says he will replace your succulent meats.
No, he doesn't need to.
Your meats were necessary. There were so many meats already there.
That's the thing. That's the thing with
very gluttonous.
Tommy. And I mean, I brought out something probably you didn't. I don't think it's in your sandwich, but I brought out arugula and basil and my Japanese mayo and
you
mustard.
Don't think that's in my sandwich?
I don't think that's in your sandwich.
My sandwich is 2 dry pieces of bread, 2 pieces of the white and orange cheese because I don't have that at home usually, and then 3 pieces of some sort of meat that looked like salami. That's it. That's what's in my sandwich.
And it's probably delicious.
Absolutely incredible.
But happy birthday, Tom. I'm glad you enjoyed my meat.
That's the name of the episode there. Happy birthday, Tommy. I hope you enjoyed my meat. All right. So there we go. That's how we start the show.
It's always food and Tommy.
It is. Like 90% of our controversies around here are Gazzola and food.
Yeah.
For some reason. But whatever. I mean, I thought this was funny. Podkolzin, who became like the bane of Tommy's existence for the last year with the Oilers, signs a 3-year extension on Gazzola's birthday, which I don't think I'll ever. There's a few things I guess I'll remember from Tommy's 40th birthday. 1, he stole your meat. 2, Podkolzin signs an extension. And 3, Mike Gundy, who's a football coach who did the line, "Come after me. I'm 40. I'm a man." He got fired today.
No.
On Tommy's 40th birthday.
Holy smokes.
So it's really it's kind of all coming together here now.
Yeah.
What a crazy day.
Yeah. What do we think about the Podkolzin deal? Cass, you want to take this one first? Podkolzin gets 3 years, just under $3 million per.
Yeah.
I think this kind of shows that the cap's going up, like where the current cap was at. I don't think Podkolzin's worth $3 million, but that's just my take on it.
No, I think they're anticipating the cap to go up, and they're anticipating that it'd be cheaper. This is one of those like it'd be more expensive to replace type of things, or it's like it's
to go out in free agency, find another guy,
right? Or to sign him for 1 year or 2 years, right? Because ideally, it's like, well, you probably sign him for 2 years, maybe a little bit less than the dollar mark, but then year 3, you're going to potentially be paying more, or you're going to have to go find somebody, and then it's a little bit of an unknown where you haven't known now in Podkolzin for how he fits in your team, your dressing room, and what he's capable of. So they're looking at the cap going up. That's what this is, to say, hey, we can get some cost-effective savings potentially here and lock a guy in so we don't have to go through the whole free agency thing with him or our RFA thing with him.
With what he brings to the table, Gager, is he worth $2.95 million?
Like you said, that price point is probably more in line with the cap going up, right? He's earned it too, I think. And maybe like I've been talking about Podkolzin, there's a chance he could pop off, I think. If he's going to play with Leon, because he did score.
What is pop off? I'm curious. Like, what is pop off?
I think get close to 20 goals.
Okay. He had 8 last year.
I know, but like over first year he had 14, right?
He had 14 as a rookie
15.
with the Canucks.
Yeah. And then that's what kind of, and maybe that's the outlier, that's the anomaly year where he's not a double-digit scorer or hovers around that 10-goal mark. But from what I've seen and just his playoffs, he does have a little bit of touch at times. He needs to be better finishing, I know that. But what if he does? What if he finds that touch? I mean, he's a former first-round pick for a reason, right? If he pops off and goes over that 20-goal mark and plays with Leon and becomes his number 2 on a regular basis, what does his contract look like then? So like you said, Cass, I think this is probably a way of a little bit of protection and Podkolzin landing in the perfect spot where his contract is up with a cap going up and it's not level.
Yeah, go ahead, Cass. Go ahead.
I was just going to put forward a theory.
Okay.
I was going to put forward a theory. Maybe this is what Connor was waiting for.
Oh my goodness! I'm not going to sign.
For 3 years.
I think my favorite theory this morning was Stu Johnston from the Canadian Football League had linked Connor in that this was coming down the pipe and asked him to not sign until after he announced it. And Connor, being a huge fan of the Canadian Football League, said, "You know what? You guys have your week.
Yeah,
I'll sign next week." Maybe that's
a good one.
Maybe that's what it is.
Well, yeah, maybe he was waiting. Yeah, maybe he was waiting on the signing of Podkolzin. Phew! Now we can get things done. The pieces are coming together.
Somebody over in the chat said, I thought it would come in on Podkolzin at like 2.25, which I think is reasonable for what he's worth now.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But with the cap going up, 2.2 is kind of 2.9, like as it continues to go up. So Cass, there have been some guys, Jesse Puljujarvi, Kyler Yamamoto, some of these guys that I think the team really wanted to have fit with the McDavids and the Dreisaitl's, and it never really worked. This is kind of bizarro world where I'm not sure how much NHL leash Podkolzin had left after his time in Vancouver, right? He was in the American League his third year there. But this is a guy who has different expectations, but Draisaitl speaks very, very highly of him. And even if he doesn't come with your prototypical top 6 finish or something along those lines, when one of the core guys and best players in the world says, I kind of like this guy on my wing, I think that helps him get a 3-year, $2.95 million commitment, doesn't it?
Well, it has to. If guys are comfortable with them. And I think that's maybe where his dollar value goes up slightly too, is that he seems to have the capacity, even if he's not there all the time, to play with those guys and they're kind of comfortable with him. Like he's a known commodity. He can fit in there and he can play. Now he also can play down in the lineup if you needed him to. So there's a little bit of flex there, but the second you have your best players in the world, the best players on your team say that they're comfortable with a guy, that goes a pretty long way. If they're like, hey, I want this guy here. I mean, again, this isn't one where it's like McDavid and Draisaitl aren't going to be going and be like, hey, you have to sign this guy, right? McDavid, for all I jest, he's not going in and being like, hey, if you don't sign Podkolzin, I'm walking. Like, that's not the conversation that's happening. But there could be conversations of, hey, what do you think about this guy? We're looking at locking him in. Is he someone you're comfortable with? And those top 2 guys say, yeah, hey, we like him. We're comfortable with him. It goes a really long way to signing one of those players.
Let's not forget the reason why this all happened in the first place. I think this signing of Podkolzin was to alleviate the disdain from the fan base of losing Holloway a little bit and going out and going, look, we got a guy 3 years in, kind of the same mold as Holloway, had a good first year. There's some skill there.
To 23 when they got him.
Yeah, just look over here. Look at the shiny toy. And now you saw a hard-working, very reliable bottom 6 type of forward that can moonlight. And it also makes the organization look good of whoever made these decisions to go out and get Podkolzin for free. Because let's face it, he wasn't going to play with Tocchet. Tocchet didn't want him anywhere close to his starting lineup. And now all of a sudden he's liked by one of the best players in the game. He's said glowing remarks about him. It makes the staff, the scouting staff, the recruiters look better. That they go, look, we know what we're doing. We can spot talent. We can get guys in here. Now we can lock them up. So it checks a lot of boxes having Podkolzin play the way he is on a consistent basis, and now you've locked him up for basically nothing. And hopefully you don't look over at St. Louis and Holloway goes too nuts.
He's slotted on the top line, I think, for their preseason game today.
He's always injured. It's okay.
Jordan texts in, and you can text us anytime if you're listening on TuneIn or iHeart. Or even if you're on YouTube and you don't want your comment to pop up in the chat, you can text it to us at 780-218-9999. If you are listening over there and you've never dove in to the YouTube chat, it really is. I mean, the YouTube chat is basically what has been the biggest difference since our days on radio, because it's like people have access to the text line, but they can go back and forth with each other. So it's always a good conversation happening over on YouTube here on Two Guys and Goalie, which is brought to you by GS Construction. Jordan texts in and says, guys, let's remember that Pat Maroon was a bottom 6 guy who then ended up scoring 27 goals with Connor in 2017. So the comparisons are there. Definitely no power play time for Pods, but 15 goals are not out of the question. That's it from Jordan. I would think 15 goals are probably the high end. Right? Like 15 goals would be a pretty damn good season for Podkolzin.
He has to stay in the top 6 for most of the year with that. Like how many games do you think he has to play in the top 6 to get to 15 reasonably?
60. I don't think that's unfair. No. I mean, he played a ton of top 6 last year. He had 8. He's got 26 goals in 220 games in his career.
How many did he have in the playoffs? 3?
3 in 22 games. If you prorate that, I mean, you're looking at about 12.
Yeah.
So he'd have to score at even a better clip than he did in the playoffs. And I liked him in the playoffs.
I liked him a lot. He was, he fell victim to some pretty good saves by goalies too. They were making some, whatever.
Somebody else says it's Kuzmenko 2.0. And I look, nothing against Podkolzin, but Kuzmenko's more of a talented offensive player. No. Now I see the comparison there is that Kuzmenko buried 39 as a rookie. Yeah. And then over the last 2 seasons, he's only combined to score 33, whereas Podkolzin scored 14 as a rookie, and since then has only scored 12 over the last 3 years. Now do
you think he can score 15?
Podkolzin?
Yeah.
I think if everything goes right,
15.
He can score 15. But I mean, I think if we're shooting 18, 20 here, so I think that's probably going too high. You got to be a power play guy probably to come close to. Let's see.
Doesn't he get that? Do you think he'll get that chance with the Hyman injury? That's what I'm thinking. Will there be a revolving door?
You're thinking on PP1?
Well, there's only one PP.
Yeah.
No, he's not playing the PP. No,
he's not getting power play time.
But if it's not working out with Frederick, if it's not working out with who else would be that net front guy?
Well, I think maybe there'd be some love for Mangiapane somehow mixed in there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
So you're saying that's just a guy who stands in front of the net, tries to bang a few things in.
But here's the thing though with that though, Gager. Like if they're struggling and if Frederick's not working out, if Mangiapane's not working out, they're nuclear. They're purely nuclear at that point. And so he may be in the top 6 of that, but it's like McDavid and Draisaitl will be playing together. Like if those guys all struggle, he's probably not going to be the guy that gets put in front of the net unless someone else is hurt. Because like if it's not Hyman's not back, it's going to be Mangiapane or Frederick. And if the team's really struggling and some of those other guys are struggling to keep him in those spots, it's they're playing Draisaitl and McDavid together. So I think 15 goals is the high end of what he's capable of. Maybe he gets more, right? Like it's possible, but I'd be like 15 is high. Like he has a really good year. The team generally has to have success as well. So if the team's playing well, they're having success, maybe he gets to 15.
Here are forwards who scored 15 goals last year for the Oilers. All right, Leon had 52. Connor had 26. He's going to have to score more goals.
He's going to have to score way more.
Ryan Nugent-Hopkins had 20. Hyman had 27. Corey Perry had 19. He did get a little bit of power play time, right? Mm-hmm. They ended up getting in there quite a bit. The only other guy that scored more than 15 goals was Jeff Skinner. And then Victor Arvidsson actually had 15 as well. So those guys managed to hit 15 without, a ton of power play time, sprinkled in a little bit on the second unit, which very rarely plays. Mm-hmm. Connor Brown had 13 goals. Henrique had 12 goals. I think, if somebody put a gun to my head and said, how many goals is Podkolzin going to score this year? I'd say 11. But if you get 11 goals, you do some other things, you get the puck to Leon, you finish with 30 to 35 points, 2.9 doesn't kick into next year. Yeah, he's serviceable guy that works his ass off. I like those types of guys.
Do we have season goal props at Play Alberta?
I don't know if we'd have them for a guy like Podkolzin.
We can make it happen.
No disrespect, but we could definitely, actually, yeah, I could make that happen. Let me see what we've got here.
10.5?
I haven't, there's a ton of odd. Let's see what we got. Where is it? It wouldn't. There won't be anything for him. But if we were going to set the line,
set the line.
I can send them a message and say, "Can we get a line on Podkolzin over or under. Cass, what would you think that line? Like 11 and a half, 12 and a half?
Yeah.
10 and a half. I think 10 and a half.
A little
10 and a half might be a little bit low. Cass, you mute your classic mute situation here right now.
It is a classic mute situation. I was going to say you could do a Podkolzin parlay.
Oh boy, what's this?
Where you could do like goals and then points. So you could have like goals and points, and then you could have like penalty minutes in there too, like the triple P. Basically, his whole stat line.
You're a real degenerate, eh?
Real degenerate. I don't know. I was just like, oh,
Cass is at the game yelling at Podkolzin to slash somebody and take a 2-minute penalty to hit the parlay.
It's just a thought. It's just a thought. I don't. It's not my wheelhouse, as you guys know. So that might be something. Even
let me make a note. I will ask. I'll ask about a Podkolzin prop.
I think 12 and a half would be.
I would say 10 and a half is realistic.
I've got the number. Do you know what the number is for McDavid goals this year? I'm looking at that at Play Alberta right now. Play Alberta, title sponsor of Edmonton Sports Talk. Download the app and check the EST specials page for all that fun stuff. I think I think I'd go Podkolzin at 11 and a half.
Okay.
Let's see if I'm going to send that. I'll send a note to them right now. What do you think the number is for Leon or for Connor?
35?
Did you see this already?
No.
It's 35 and a half.
Is it?
I was going to say 35.
Were you going to say 35 too?
I was going to say 35. Yeah.
I think I got to hammer the over 35.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
It's got to be at least a 38 goal season kind of loading here. He's talked about that a bit.
Yeah. I'll go to the rink and start yelling shoot.
For 35. Yeah. Anyway, if you want to ride with that, Connor McDavid, regular season goals, you go to Play Alberta. PlayAlberta.ca, download the Play Alberta app, then click on NHL and then click on outrights. And there's a ton of player props in there. We'll get to a few of the other ones here as well.
What's Leon? Well, let me guess.
Yeah, okay. You can guess the Leon one too. Let me see. I'll find it here. I got Leon points. Where's Leon?
No goals?
No, there'll be goals here too somewhere. There's hundreds of player props in here.
I think Leon 43 and a half.
If you're close again, I'm going to think you cheated.
I don't even have they've locked me out of my account.
What did you do?
I'm like Jason Bateman in that new show.
Hey, are you watching Black Rabbit?
My wife's, she bolted ahead a few episodes, so I saw a real dramatic
What a
one.
rude person.
Yeah. Is he?
No, your wife.
Oh, yeah.
For bolting ahead a couple of episodes.
yeah.
Was that going to be a show with you and her that you were going to watch?
Most likely, yeah.
Cash, you haven't watched Black Rabbit, have you?
No, I did. I did just finish the Dallas Cowboys one though.
Ooh,
I've been chipping away.
How was that one? Okay, what did you say, Gidger, for Leon?
43 and a half.
Cass, what's your guess for Leon?
I'd say 45 and a half.
48 and a half.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, they're thinking he's going to be a 50-goal boy.
Holy smokes.
It's not too crazy. I mean,
It's not.
Leon
He's done
Draisaitl.
it.
He's
How many
straight up
times did he
snipe
score?
show.
4? 3?
I'm checking right now for you, buddy. Leon Draisaitl has
3 times, I think.
4 50-goal seasons, 3 of the last 4 years.
Yeah.
The 1 year he didn't hit 50, he dropped 41. So I think I like Connor over 35 and a half a little bit more than Leon over 48 and a half.
Mm-hmm.
But both numbers are, they're tempting.
They are.
They're tempting numbers. I wonder if I can get them to move it down and we go like Draisaitl over 44 and a half, Connor over 32 and a half or something like that.
Do you, how do you guys think Hyman's going to, what's his stats look like at the end of the year? Because I was thinking about this on the dog walk today. And Cass, you would know more than me, and I don't think you had any huge wrist issues, but you get a summer where you can't really do much shooting, right? And you're just trying to get it back, and now he's got the smaller cast on, but still probably like he's not playing, so obviously it's not 100% yet. It seems you're really behind the 8 ball when it comes to just getting that feel, and then he'll miss out on a better part of camp, not get that, and it'll take him a while to get up to speed. What does his stat line look like by the end of the year?
You forgot to mention he can't do bicep curls either. And that's an issue, right? Huge issue. I do
it's
actually
one of my
still
issues
have wrist.
too.
Yeah.
I also can't do bicep curls.
Dusty's wrists have been broken for 8 years.
I still have wrist issues. I can't do push-ups like normal. Like I have to have something to grab onto something. Like I can't have weight on the edge of my fingers. Like if I push down on it, like that's bad news bears. Not very comfortable at all. And the doctor basically is like, well, surgery might fix it, might not. So if you're fine doing most things, just don't worry about it. Now obviously Zach Hyman in a completely different situation. It's a hard question because you don't know. Like he'll have been on ice. It's not like he hasn't been skating.
Yeah.
So it's different than like a knee injury in that you're able to keep your lungs up and your wind up from a game pace at least standpoint, or as close to it as you can. But that touch around the net is going to be it. So it's really hard to say. Like if he comes in, let's say he comes in. So how many games do they have through November, end of November? Let's say he targets the end of November. What's that? Is that like 30 games in?
That would be, I might be able to bring that up here quickly for you. I would think you're probably ballparking it around like, probably like 26-ish.
26. Okay. So, coming in somewhere between like 25 and 30 games into the season. You got to give him 10 to get up to speed at that point. So 10 games in to get up to speed at that. So you're looking really halfway through the season. Is
like when he could really sort of hit his stride type of thing.
Right. Hit the stride halfway through the season. After Christmas, hit the stride halfway through the season. So, I mean, is it outside of the realm of, of course it's not outside the realm of possibilities, but like, would it be crazy to say that you kind of put him, halfway through the season and at the halfway point,
24 games, Cass. It'd be 24 games through those
24 games. So, roughly going at, we'll call it 34 games before he's really hit his stride, full stride at 34 games. So he's got, 48 left to plug away. So a little over half a year. Is it nuts to say that you could expect him to get 15 goals?
I was just going to say, I think 15 might be like an okay projection.
That would be a good. I think you'd be happy with that.
I think you'd be very happy with that.
If he's not going to be available to when you're saying we think maybe he'd be available, and then a ramp up period. Yeah, I mean that's not, as long as he's healthy come playoff time. I mean,
yeah,
that's what you're looking for.
Yeah, and he goes into Hyman mode, Hyman Hulk mode, and tries to kill everybody. That's.
Northside Sandwich over in the chat says, still over 3.5 disallowed goals, though.
I think this cuts down on the disallowed goals, though, doesn't it? Just missing that amount of time?
I don't know. It might be all even out in the end with a guy like Hyman. It's two guys and a goalie. We are brought to you by GS Construction. They are hiring now, and they've been around for 50 years. Sandman's got a good thing going over there. And if you want to take your career to the next level, check out the folks over at GS Construction. Couple of text messages that have rolled in here. This one is from somebody texting in for the first time ever. So what I would assume is they are somebody who listens to FM radio, has been listening, has been us telling them like, what's up. Confirm this if it is true for the person who's listening. And now you start to listen on TuneIn and iHeart and stuff, which is kind of what I was hoping would happen with the Cruise FM deal. But anyway, he texts in first time and says, hey guys, just curious if you've heard anything about the tryout battle going on between Philp, Lazar, and Tomasek, and thoughts on how many of those three will be on the Oilers once the season begins. Tomasek's kind of been the one that everybody's been talking about. Pat Steinberg was on yesterday on the Nielsen show in the morning talking about the split squad down in Calgary. He said that Philp was one of the guys who sort of stood out for him. Did you watch that game?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He looked good.
Yeah?
Yeah. The big Finnish guy, what's his name? Clattenburg?
Yeah.
He looked good.
Got in another fight?
Yeah. And the other person that stood out for me, and it was a D-man.
Lepinen?
No, for Calgary, actually.
Oh, for Calgary.
Yeah, he really stood out, too. Young guy.
Not Parekh?
Yeah.
Zane Parekh. Yeah, he's like their top prospect.
He's
Yeah,
Nasty.
Steinberg said they're looking at. So this was interesting. Steinberg brought it up with him because he's in the window where he'd signed his entry-level deal before they announced this NCAA thing.
Okay.
So he can't leave junior to go play in college for a year.
Yeah.
And the AHL extension to 19-year-olds doesn't start till next year. Oh. So this guy is he's a perfect example of the guy who could have gone to college for a year.
Yeah.
Could be in the AHL. So now they're deciding whether he's going to stay or they'll send him back to junior, where Steinberg's like, he'll get 130 points as a defenseman at junior. Yeah. So he said they're probably like 95% sure he's going to start in Calgary, but they're hoping that he has a camp where people are like, of course he's starting here. Like he's forced himself onto this team, and you liked him though.
He commanded the blue line, and he was playing with Anderson, right? And they looked pretty good. He was
not an overly powerful roster that Edmonton sent down there,
but he was looking. I was like, I'd never seen someone on the Flames on the point move that way. Like I'm not just don't get too horny about this, Calgary fans. But he looked like kind of a Quinn Hughes and stuff, or the way he goes like 10-2 and covers the blue line, right? And risks that thing in. He's a very highly skilled individual.
Yeah, he's shifty.
And the goalie, the Swedish goalie,
Jansson, Samuel Jansson.
He made some.
Would you start him opening night?
Dusty.
What? I just said, there's a fan out there. I'll do it in Cass voice. Do you think they could start Johnson on opening Cass fan voice? Like,
Cass's fan voice. I'm high on delicious deli meat.
You are? I didn't think that was funny at all.
That was really funny. I didn't expect that.
You're cracking up.
That was good.
You're cracking up.
Good.
This guy whose handle is Pods, he texted back in. He says, yes, I used to listen when you're on 1260 and just came across the FM feed today and heard that you're Edmonton Sports Talk now. It's been a few years, but I'm glad I can listen to you guys again.
Awesome.
So there you go. And overall, in general, I think our lineup we have now is the best lineup that anybody's had. So it's welcome aboard, Pods. Tell your friends. Hey, man, it's not that hard to pop onto iHeart and tune in for the rest of the day and get lots of good, uninterrupted sports talk here. So that's,
who would have known Podkolzin was listening to this back in the
I was just thinking it.
I had no idea you used to listen to 1260. You are on deli meats.
He signed that deal now. He's like, I'm in. I'm all in. I am all in with this city. Oh, geez.
Guys, let's talk about David Tomaszek for a second. They liked him. He played here. Knobloch talked about how he was eager to shoot. Yeah. Which I think is an important skill thing. If you're going to find yourself the odd time out there with McDavid and Draisaitl. Like, don't be afraid to take some initiative and shoot the puck. But Gage, you played overseas for a long time. This is a guy who's been over there his entire career. He's been trying to get over here and get a crack at it. They always decide to give it to him. What type of adjustment is it going to be for a guy who's in his late 20s coming from Europe over to try to fit in immediately on a National Hockey League team?
Well, he's older, but he played in Sweden last year.
Okay.
And Swedish hockey is different. It is. There's a lot of puck possession. Like sometimes the team they'll have the puck for like 3 minutes, right? And circle back, regroup.
It's like an overtime possession.
Almost. Yeah.
Like not that drastic, but not far off.
But that's kind of what you would go, okay, this is different watching it. Now, he's a big guy. And I was listening to Mooner talk about him it was funny. I had the game on and I was listening to Moon and Bob on the radio broadcast. So I was getting it from both angles. But he said he seems to find, I think Mooner said this, he seems to find the open ice well, right? That's going to be harder for him on the smaller ice. There's bigger guys. He's going to have to make, we've said this before, decisions quicker. But what they did say is he likes to shoot the puck. And doesn't matter what size the ice is, a release is a release, right? And if he can get that away, and if he has a tendency to shoot the puck more, I think I'm looking forward to see him do that with more of an NHL type roster as we move along into the preseason here and see how he adapts. But that's going to be the biggest thing, is the time and space, obviously. And if he can, because even Leon, I believe, said he's got a great shot. I think he scored on every shot in practice that I've watched.
Yeah.
So far.
And Knobloch mentioned how he thinks he's got a skill set with the shot to score from distance in the league. And he straight up said not a lot of guys can score from distance.
And they lost one with Evander Kane. And although they didn't have him for the better part of the year, but Evander Kane can beat goalies from distance, right?
There's so few guys that can beat guys.
That's the thing. I mean, if that is legitimate, that becomes a very valuable commodity, doesn't it, Cass?
Yes.
You're just having a hard time believing that he actually could, aren't you?
That he actually could consistently, not every once in a while, because it happens. Goalies make mistakes, right? Like guys get beat sometimes. Perfect shot, it happens. But I'm just having a hard time getting there. That being said, I did pick him to start in the first line, start of the season.
Yeah, you did. So, yeah, you're a huge Tomashek homer.
Tomashek. Yeah. I think the biggest thing they like with him, I think they like that he likes to shoot, and they like that he's a big body. Right, like that, you win some puck battles, Alan. Not that he's a physical guy, but I think they like having that size, and even for down low in the defensive zone, potentially having it. But it still could be an adjustment period for him, right? Like, and I think we'll get a better look at it as preseason does progress, because he's going to be here for an opportunity. So you're going to see him against some bigger, better NHL lineups. And that really is where the rubber is going to hit the road. And that, to go back to the, Philip, Lazar, and Tomashek, like, I don't think you're really going to get a clear picture of that until we're in another 2 preseason games in. Like, when they cut down and the roster's down to 30 guys, like we're in one group skating, that's really when we're going to get a look and a feel for where those guys are at, because it's nice. Philip looked really good against Calgary, but it wasn't like that was Calgary's A squad. No, like we got to see these guys up against the A squads and see how they do.
All right, we're gonna get to YouTube. Trev gave us 5 for hire it or fire it. All Oilers related question. We'll get to that in a second. But I got to know, did you guys watch the trailer for Mandalorian and Grogu?
Is that real?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, okay. I thought it wasn't real.
Why didn't you think it was real?
There's so many Star Wars fake ones that I see, and I get into it, and then I go, oh. But I saw it, and I thought, oh, it's another one of these fake ones. I'll have to go back and watch.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Now, Cass, did you watch it?
I did.
Yeah. What'd you think?
It's hard to say. They didn't give you much.
They didn't give you as much. I know. A couple of laughs.
I'm actually fine with that.
But not much of the story.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I don't want to know the story. Like, I don't want to know.
Yeah.
Like, I want to know as little as possible. It was enough to get me kind of like, oh yes, I could be excited. And you know what excites me about this is, like, my oldest will be old enough that I probably could take her to go watch it now. So I'm like, okay, don't tell me too much about the story. I can be excited. It could be something I could take my daughter to. And but yeah, I mean, it wasn't like I wasn't freaking out about it, guys, but it was good. It
was good. And you're funny that that's what you thought, because I was watching it, and we have not gone to the theater with the kids for a Star Wars movie yet. Like the kids didn't start watching Star Wars till after the third set of movies, and we watched them all now. We watched Mandalorian. Marshall's gone as Mandalorian for Halloween last year. He's going as Mandalorian this year as well. They each have a little Grogu, like so that'll be our first Star Wars movie as a family, and I can't wait. Like, that's going to be pretty cool.
Be fun.
Yeah.
Are you getting dressed up?
Well, they'll be dressed up.
Yeah.
So maybe Daddy gets dressed up.
Dusty's going as Grogu.
Yeah, I'm going to go as Grogu.
I thought you'd just go relax, like old Obi-Wan, just wear the toga.
Just chill. Chill, Obi-Wan. Yeah, that's not bad.
Obi-Wan. No, this is how I go out.
I do have a Vader mask I could wear. Like, I got a Vader cape and a Vader mask that I originally got for Halloween, but now it's mostly just it was something we use in the bedroom, you know? I'm just kidding. All right. Let's do hired or fired for no more deli meats for you, Gage. No more deli meats for you. All right.
What was that, beer sausage?
Question number 1, hire or fire it, boys. And I didn't come up with these, so I might play along after you guys answer. But for the first time in the McDavid and Draisaitl era, the Oilers will finish first in the Pacific. Hired or fired?
Ooh. I'm going to hire it.
Wow. Even with a little bit of a younger group and no Hyman to start. And
I think they'll finish ahead of LA. It's Vegas is a question mark. I think it's going to be the same.
You hate Mitch Marner.
Yeah, but Mitch is going to drag him down.
Cass, hiring or firing it?
I'm firing it. They finished second and play LA in the first round.
Oh, God. You know what? That's probably what's going to happen. I would probably fire
Vegas
it.
finishes first?
Yep.
Yeah. Even without Pietrangelo?
They're gonna sign Carter Hart too. So.
Oh, right.
Is that the rumor?
Yep.
Vegas is looking at Carter Hart?
I think that was Friedman that was in. I think it was Friedman. So
All right.
I apologize to Elliot if I'm wrong in misquoting that it was, or if it was someone else. I apologize, but I'm pretty sure it was Friedman that was in with that.
Connor McDavid will score more goals than Leon Draisaitl this year. Hired or fired?
Fire it. Can't
Fire
score
it.
when you're passing to him all the time.
Yeah, fire it.
Leon Draisaitl will be a Selke finalist. Hired or fired?
I'm waiting for Cass.
Fire it. Because of the Oilers' defense, not because of Leon Draisaitl.
Fire it because he yells at the linesman too much for not dropping the puck.
And I would say fire it because, well, he is better defensively than he was a few years ago. There's still the odd laps where you're like, you're not going to win the Selke like that.
With the Barkov in the league, you're not going to win.
It's a different breed, right?
He said conversation.
He said
right?
finalists, top three.
Top three.
Top three. I mean, maybe we give him a little bit more love here.
Okay, so Barkov, who's the other one?
What do you mean?
Who's the other finalist? If Leon's a finalist.
Selke finalists from 2025, I guess it would be, right? Last year. Oh, so here's the voting last year. Here's the full vote for last year. One, Barkov, 1,363 votes or points, including 96 first place votes. He had three more than the next closest, three times as much as the next closest. Sam Reinhart was number 2. Anthony Cirelli in Tampa was number 3. Nico Hischier was 4. Jack Eichel was 5. Leon Draisaitl was 6. Now he had one first place vote. I don't know if that was Stoff or somebody else. And then after them, it was Marner, Kopitar, Hagel. Could you see a Kopitar farewell Selke coming down the pipeline?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I could definitely see that.
I could see that.
Yeah.
I'd have respect. I don't even know if I'd have an issue with it. I really don't care about the Selke too much. I might be okay with a Kopitar farewell Selke.
I would be okay with it. Oh, sunken eyes.
Ye old sunken eyes, Andre. We're almost at tail. The people on 95.7 Cruise FM when we drop Tales of the North in FM for the first time.
Oh my gosh, that'll be great.
Yeah, that'll be pretty fun.
That's going to be something.
The Oilers' power play will finish first in the league once again. Hired or fired?
I'm going to hire it. I'm going to
fire it. I think
I'll fire it. I think too.
Yeah.
It is. It's you guys are taking.
It's a total hireable
cop-out
situation, though, Cass. You're not wrong.
You're taking the cop out answer because it's like there's other teams and there's other teams that are good. So
This
you
guy
guys
hasn't even had any of the meat slices today.
We don't know what he's had or hadn't had today.
Yeah.
Peso.
Rip City Step says it was Friedman that gave Draisaitl the first place Selke vote last year.
Oh,
there you go. Rip City Step also adds, if Draisaitl wants a Selke nom, I think he needs to kill penalties regularly.
Yeah.
That's probably a big part of it. I mean,
because all those other guys, they kill penalties, don't they? Does Eichel kill penalties?
I don't know. I mean,
It's a good question. I'm not sure.
I'm assuming Barkov kills penalties.
Oh, yeah.
All right, final question. Where is it here? This... I saw at Gage once again. I didn't come up with these questions, so I'm just going to throw. So this is a YouTube Trev question. This will be Skinner's last year with the Oilers.
Fire it. You see him? He's all chiseled. He's ready to go.
Look at Cass trying to take the knot.
Fire it.
Fire it as well.
No, I had to think through it because he's going to be, again, like more expensive than I think the team would like, but it's going to be the asking price going right in the market. And you're getting a known versus an unknown. Who are you going to bring in?
I know it's not very comparable at all, but if I'm Skinner, I'm looking at Podkolzin getting $3 million to be like scoring 10 goals. And like,
Well, yeah.
I would be your number one goalie. I'm going to need at least 6.5. Like,
Yeah.
Well, but that's the market price.
Yeah.
We've talked about this like every episode. It's like
I know.
market price for starting.
Well, and with
goalie
that, I
is
mean, the
somewhere
people
between 6 and 7.
Cast fans are going to need to get used to some sticker shock with new prices with the cap changing so significantly.
Yeah.
Like they're going to have to. That's why Draisaitl's deal is already a bargain, man. It's already, I think, one of the best deals in the whole league.
He Draisaitled himself again.
He's done it again.
Twice.
His agent needs to stop signing these deals right before caps go up. God. That being said, he's got some long-term security, which is really nice.
That's super nice.
Yeah, that is really nice.
100 million
Yeah.
of security. That's what we all would like to have.
All right, let's wrap this up. What are you guys watching lately? We like to talk some TV here. That Black Rabbit show, it's good. I'm 2 episodes in. I've decided it's become my travel show here,
Okay.
like for this upcoming weekend. So I'll probably smash through it to and from Winnipeg this weekend. I'm a big Bateman guy,
He's great.
and he's really good as this like degen
Yeah.
gambling brother who I got a lot of time for. So I like Black Rabbit. I haven't really I don't think I've dove into anything else new recently.
Did you finish Andor?
I haven't finished Andor yet. Look, guys, I'll just say this. Andor, the first part of Andor that season was a little slow for me.
Oh, I loved it.
Oh, dude.
I know.
I got into this argument with my.
I do want to finish it. Don't get me
So
wrong,
good.
but I don't know. I watched the first couple episodes and it didn't hold my attention like I wanted it to
I
at the
see.
beginning.
Well, because the last one ended so like there was a lot of anxiety, so it does have to build it. But it's
Like the last season.
last season.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of anxiety in this one too.
Is there?
Yeah, it's a slow burn at the start, but
I guess I got to finish that. Yeah.
it's.
You do have to finish it. But
I just
as I
like.
said,
Go ahead, guys.
go ahead, Gage.
Go ahead, both of you.
I like the fact that it shows the Empire just as so ruthless and evil, right? You don't, obviously, Vader and the Emperor, but everyone's evil. It's great. So good.
Matt at the Garrison says, Andor is tough for a guy with ADHD, LOL. And that was, remember when I tested for it and I
Yeah.
came up just short?
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe that's,
You should probably watch
that's
it
what
with
it is.
like
I need to watch it on a plane when I can't do anything else.
VR goggles and noise canceling headphones.
It
Maybe
consumes my entire,
Yeah.
I feel like I'd get claustrophobic in VR goggles.
I don't
I
like
don't know
them.
why.
I don't like them. My son has them. I try. I get sick.
At the draft down in Lethbridge, one guy brought him over. I think they were but it was a golf kind
Yeah.
of sim in the VR, and he had the club
Yeah.
that you could hold and swing and stuff. It was kind of neat, but there was like 9 guys in the room, and I was
Oh.
like, I feel like one of these guys is gonna hit me in the nuts or something. So I didn't keep it on for too long. I don't really trust that friend group, but I would like to try it just myself in my living room
Yeah.
with some space. I thought it was kind of neat.
I hope Marshall's not listening. I know what he's getting for Christmas.
Cass, you guys don't have any VR goggles in the house, do you?
No, none of that. But
I make
if you guys do
my.
the sports thing. Watch that Dallas. Watch the Dallas one.
That was good.
Netflix.
I thought
It
we
is
just
good.
watched the sports one too. I can't remember which one it was though. Watched it pretty quickly.
Dallas one was good.
That's one we started working through. I should say.
Which one?
Slowly. Is Dark Wolf Terminal List?
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you watch the first one with?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With
That's
Pratt.
Is that
really
Chris
good.
Pine? No.
Chris Pratt.
No. It's Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt.
Chris
But
Pratt
it's
for the
it's the
fourth time,
prequel
yeah.
to the Terminal List.
Yeah.
I never watched Terminal List.
It's good too.
Watch it.
Is that about an airport?
No.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gager's had his most fun ever here today.
Great.
Zacticum, what's coming up on EST Afternoons, buddy?
Yeah, so we got Tim Horaney at 225. Brian DiArdo will be checking in at 140 to talk some NFL as well. And Heat and Smoke trivia at 2 o'clock with Maddie and Gager.
Heat and Smoke trivia.
Yeah. It'll be tough with Maddie.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Game new
He's
rules.
he's like what are those?
Encyclopedia.
Encyclopedia Britannica.
Those are what they called back in the day. My parents got sold on those one day.
Really?
When we were out on the farm. I think it was because they're like, we're raising farm kids that have no knowledge of anything at their fingertips. So my dad, who didn't have a ton of money being farmers, decided to buy an entire encyclopedia
Really?
set. They're like, here you go. And it's just like,
Awesome.
it was kind of, yeah, like for school projects,
Yeah.
I would actually go into the encyclopedia set and use it.
Plagiarize the crap out of those things.
All right, that's going to do it for Two Guys and Goalie today. Brought to you by GS Construction. This was a fun one. We will get to, am I here on Thursday? Am I doing this show Thursday?
No.
Yes? Are you sure? Okay. So on Thursday.
We got to get that schedule up.
No, he has it. I never, that's my bad.
I can't believe you don't even know
Let's
that.
do our top 10 goalies on Thursday.
Ooh, okay.
Hey, submit the lists and we'll put it together.
Put it in my calendar.
Yeah. Which you can link on Gmail. It's pretty neat. For Gager and Cass, I'm Dusty. I'll talk to you tomorrow morning on the Nielsen Show. Take it easy.